then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Welcome everybody to the Kern County Raceway here as we are getting ready to settle out some points battles as the Racers Elite goes racing here at the world famous Kern County Raceway. I'm Alan Bergen, just out to St. Louis here in the Tony Sherpasso Memorial Studio as we'll bring you all the action from the green flag to the checkered flag right here on Racers Elite Network and Sim Racing Media. And I tell you what, this is going to be a fun one here tonight as we are set to go 140 laps knee deep into qualifying right now. As right now, Truth Hook sits at the top of the pile here with a 18.82. Right now, Lee Campbell on the clock as we are eagerly waiting. We've got about 3 minutes left in qualifying. As well, we got 14 drivers signed in here tonight. Let's see how some of these drivers are faring getting around this racetrack. As we take a look at Alex Taft there at number 43, the Aflac Ford, as he is set on his first lap. And it looks like Alex Taft coming down the back straightaway. This is a tight little trioval. Kevin Harvick purchased this racetrack in 2023, and Alex Tuff's first lap is good enough for 8th. Stephen Luttrell, driver out of Kansas City, Missouri, he's getting ready to take time on his first lap as we had about 2 minutes left in qualifying. See how the Kansas City native does. As we are on the clock here to get lap number 1. Right now, Truth Hope sits at the top of the pile. If you want to be on the pole, you got to beat an 18.82. Coming off turn number 4 for his first lap, survey says. And he's going to be good enough for 11th. And Steven Luttrell is going to time in 7th. On the board, Alex Teft. Good enough for 9th. Troy Thomas currently 8th, as we got about 30 seconds left in qualifying. So we're going to fix something real quickly here. We're going to shoot it over to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. We are back. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. As we are getting ready to go green flag here. Let's take a look at that starting grid. As Truth Hook from Hickory, North Carolina is going to put it on pole. To his outside is going to be Sean Dunaway. On the inside of row number 3 is going to be Hope Valley, Rhode Island's own Andrew Teft. While Cody Benelli will start on the outside of row number 2. On the inside of row number 3 will be Curtis Ecker. Lee Campbell will be on his outside. On the inside of row number 4 will be Stephen Luttrell. And out of Boone, North Carolina will be Troy Thomas. Alex Teft out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. He'll start on the inside of row number 5. While Dennis Kane will start on his outside. The Colonel Kirby Wainscott will start 11th. While 12th will be Barry Nelson. Looking a little bit deeper into the field here. Starting 13th will be Dave Kimmons. Brandon Poffenbarger will start 14th. And rounding out the field will be Rob Yost Jr. That's your 15 car starting lineup here tonight. As we get ready to go green flag racing here. There he is, the double nickel of Truth Hope. Sean Dunaway on the pole here to his outside. We're going to take one more lap around. The lights on the iRacing.com pace car are off. Truth Hook, Sean Dunaway, your front row. As we get ready to round out turn number 1 and 2. But there's only one thing left to do. That's to pull the 5-part harness. Grandma, grab some popcorn, settle in, because race fans, it's showtime in Kern County. Truth Hope going to take the early lead from Sean Dunaway. We have 140 laps to settle this one out. 15 cars. Sean Dunaway riding in the second position. A little bit fast, so you're going to have a whole gaggle of cars. Curtis Eckert currently holding down in fourth spot. Moving a little bit deeper back in the field. This is the area of Barry Nelson. And we are already under yellow. Truth Hope crashes. Let's see what happened. We got a pretty good view there. Oh, he just gets loose coming into the corner and insert nobody. He just spins it out. Caution number 1 is going to put Truth Hope at the back of the field. It started on the pole. I mean, he's just lucky to flat spot the tires. Sean Dunaway currently running second or first right now. He was running second at the time of Truth Hope's accident. Caution number 1 at 100 at lap number 2. Put this under caution for the first time tonight. Lap number 5, we're still rolling around under caution. Lights on the iRacing.com pace car should be going out next time by, as we got Kirby Wainscott coming out of pits. There he is, coming out of the pits. Kern County Raceway, a wonderful facility. Let's take a look at those race information as we got just a little bit of time here. It is 73 degrees in the stands, 28% relative humidity. Partly cloudy sky, and that track temperature is 100 degrees here on a sunny afternoon at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. I mean, we're crowning a regular season champion here today. Here on lap number 6, Andrew Heft, Sean Dunaway going to be on the front row as we get ready to come back to green. And we're back to green flag racing here on lap number 6, or lap number 7 rather. Sean Dunaway on the button, and we are going through turn number 1. Things going to happen quickly here at this racetrack. Curtis Eckert looking underneath his teammate there from Chicken Coop Racing. And just behind him is side by side, Goodyear to Goodyear with Lee Campbell in that number 60 car. The battle of the Fords. And here comes Cody Benelli. Cody Benelli has been really good on these short tracks all season long. And now you got Stephen Luttrell. He's going to be entered into the picture. We go on board with Stephen Luttrell. Whoa! Hang on there, big fella. It's a long way to go. Lee Campbell sets the fastest lap of the race. Driver out of Boston Spa, New York. Look out the back bumper of that race car. And Cody Benelli there in that number 19 car. Sean Dunaway with the 19 flat hits the fastest lap of the race. We got 131 laps to go. A little bit deeper into traffic. There he is, Brandon Poppenbarger. Right behind Andrew Tepter in that number 7 spot out of Morgantown, West Virginia. And you can see just how tight this racetrack is. Very fast. It's a very high bank. And these cars are going to start to get tight here as we're working lap number 12. Sean Dunaway continues to hit the fastest lap of the race. Andrew Tubb out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Here at lap number 13. You can hear that throttle. He starts to get a little loose there. Let's see that throttle one more time. There he is, 90, 100, 120 going into turn number 1. And he's going to back it all the way down to about 70, 80 miles an hour. Back out to the live pictures. There's Sean Dunaway a half second ahead of Curtis Ecker in the number 8 car. So we're working lap number 15 of 140. Lee Campbell trying to make a race out of it. These guys are all been single filed out right now. And these cars are starting to get a little bit loose. Stephen Luttrell back here in a 5th position, up 2 spots. Running 5th. Truce Hoke trying to chase down Andrew Tefter and that number 98 car. Working lap number 20 of 140 scheduled to be run here. 18 seconds a lap. These laps are going to go by quickly here as we are 20 laps in. Right now, Sean Dunaway, though, almost 1 second lead over Curtis Ecker. There's the eyeball test. Lee Campbell, though, he is on the tailpipe of the number 8 car. Cody Benelli, though. Here he is in that 4th position, right where he started from. Brendan Poffenbarger there, running 6th position. Andrew Taft. Continues to hold down that 7th spot. Truce Hook right on his tail. As we are single filed out now. Working lap number 25, Troy Thomas buying his time like a lion and waiting. He's currently running 9th, 1 position in the wrong direction. As we are all but single filed out right now, Barry Nelson back here in the back just kind of being patient. Doing what he needs to do, just logging the laps here for the first half of this race. Now meanwhile, Sean Dunaway is now a half second ahead. You're not missing anything up front. But this battle right here between Curtis Ecker and Lee Campbell is starting to get a little hot and heavy. And then you could almost insert Cody Benelli into this conversation there, along with Steven Luttrell. Steven Luttrell up 2 spots. He started 7th, and here he is currently running in the top 5. There's the Manny Hour. Hello Kitty. And now it's come a second and a half for Sean Dunaway. Lee Campbell trying to set this pass up. He knows he's got to be patient when he does it. Now he's looking to the outside. He's not going to be content with riding around the outside, riding behind that A car for very long. There you see, he's looking. Doesn't quite have the run. Curtis Ecker's just having a little bit better of a corner. And that Family Traditions Outdoor and RV, sponsor number 8, Chevy Camaro. We're working lap number 30. He's going to try to test the inside now. The outside, Curtis Ecker going to the inside there. They really have to slow them speeds down. As Lee Campbell gets a little bit loose. And now Curtis Eckert starting to pull away from the 60 car. No one could ever imagine this. Curtis Eckert now that's 2 seconds back from Sean Dunaway. Runaway Dunaway. It's his name here. Ooh, Cody Benelli gets out of shape into the wall. No yellow yet. We're going to stay green. Cody Benelli keeps it pointed in the right direction. He's going to fall to that 7th position though. And that's going to move everybody up. Brandon Poffenberger now cracking the top 5 as he is our biggest mover of the race so far, picking up 9 positions. Taking a look at that weather one more time. There it is. It's 100 degrees on the track and it is 73 in the air. I mean, if you're in the stands, you're comfortable. If you're on the track, you're not having a lot of, unless you like slick tracks, you're not having a lot of fun. Once again, this is the last cutoff race for the playoffs. Let's take a look at the standings. Going into tonight. The standings here. Right now, Cody Benelli and Curtis Ecker are battling as they are tied for the 12th and final playoff spot. And, Andrew tapped the top of the pile here. Truth Hook was, he's solidly in 3rd. Steven Luttrell, though, 5th in points. He's solidly in. Andrew Dutz and Brandon Poffenberger are the only 2 cars with 2 wins. So right now, we're going to be watching, Cody Benelli and Curtis Ecker all race long. Here we are at lap number 40. Sean Dunaway continues to run away with this one. That's why we call him Runaway Dunaway. He's got it now a 3-second lead over Curtis Ecker in the number 8 car. Working lap number 43 continues to be Sean Dunaway as he has now got a 3.5 second lead. Curtis Ecker right now, based on points, if he were to hold this, the second position or even win the race tonight, he'd be the 12th and final car, just beating out Cody Benelli, who is now sitting ninth on the the scoring pylon. Alex Tuft there, he is solidly in the playoffs. And on these shorter tracks, attendance does tend to drop a little bit with racers, having different things going on during the week. Right now, Sean Dunaway is the man of the hour here. It's Dennis Kane, Kirby Wayne Scott, Dave Kimmons, and Barry Nelson continue to lead to be the bottom feeders of the field right now. Here comes Sean Dunaway. And, it's funny that we just, had this discussion. So right now, Sean Dunaway getting ready to catch Barry Nelson in the number 196 car. There he is. He's right there. There he is, Curtis Ecker, who sits about 4 seconds behind Sean Dunaway. Lee Campbell in the number 60 car right there on his tail. But now we enter into the mix Stephen Luttrell, the Kansas City native, continuing to do what he does, and that's run 4th position. So we are almost to lap number 50. We now have 90 laps to go here. I mean, we're under 100 laps. Brandon Poffenbarger right there in that 5th position. Andrew Taft here. It's 89 laps to go. You can see those exhaust pipes flaming up. Sean Dunaway continuing as he puts David Kimmons and Barry Nelson a lap down. Next up on the list is Kirby Wainscott. And that's his teammate at Chicken Coop Racing. Not missing anything up front there. Curtis Ecker continues to try to track down that number 01 car. And Lee Campbell continues to try to, track down Curtis Ecker. But Andrew Tuft going to work on the number 36 car of Steve Luttrell. They are all but single filed out now. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the night. We're going to go side by side. You won't miss a thing here on Side by Side Meter. Welcome back to the Kern County Raceway as we are on lap number 68 as Sean Dunaway continues to lead by over 5.5 seconds over the 98 car for Andrew Tepps as we are getting ready to do green flag pit stops. As we are right in the middle of them, getting ready to work lap number 70, almost 100, almost over halfway to 140 laps here. As right now, Dennis Kane finds himself 3 laps down. Barry Nelson finds himself 3 laps down. Cody Benelli 2 laps down. 1 lap down is David Kimmons, and make that a lap down for Lee Campbell. Sean Dunaway yet to pit though. We are working lap number 71. Lee Campbell down 2 laps. Barry Nelson trying to get a lap back the hard way here, as he is 3 laps down, and Kirby Wainscott is in danger of going a lap down to Sean Dunaway right now. As Sean Dunaway working through lap traffic the same way a surgeon methodically works on an operating table with such precise. Now Barry Nelson looking to the inside. This is going to be a pass to get one of his laps back. Barry Nelson ahead of Dennis Kane there out of Midwest Motorsports. And make that 2 laps down. And I would imagine Sean Dunaway is probably going to want to come down pit road pretty soon. Lee Campbell gets his lap back the hard way. Or one of them, he's going to be 1 lap down. Brandon Poffenbarger coming on pit road. Now this is how you get on pit road, as this is a temporary pit road at, usually they run, pavement late models and pavement modifieds here. So really no need for pit stop now. That's okay. Sean Dunaway almost 6.5 seconds here on lap number 75. 1 caution on tonight, and that happened on lap number 2. Now Curtis Acker, he's ready to pounce the minute that Sean Dunaway goes into pit road. As Sean Dunaway put that car in cruise control, not missing anything here. Curtis Acker coming down pit road. Here he comes. Steven Latrobe going to take over the 2nd position, now 8.5 seconds behind Sean Dunaway. Right now, Sean Dunaway showing crashed. We're going to stay green though. Let's see what happened to Sean Dunaway here as we are high above the Kern County Raceway in the chopper. And he's going to lock him up, and he barely gets in the pit road. Alex Taft going to take over the race lead. But Troy Thomas right until they have yet to come down pit road. Now Troy Thomas did come down pit road on lap number 3 to further his gas mileage. Sean Dunaway coming on back onto the racetrack. He's going to come back on the racetrack and not lose a lap to his Chicken Coop Racing teammate. We have 6 cars currently on the lead lap here on lap number 79. Only 1 caution on the evening, and that happened back on lap number 2. Now you got to wonder when Alex Taft and Troy Thomas is going to pull the proverbial parachute. As here comes Lee Campbell to the inside of Troy Thomas. Lee Campbell trying to get back on the lead lap, doing it the hard way. Caution were to come out. Lee Campbell would be the free pass car. Looking lap number 80, 81 now, 80 laps in the book. Alex Taft has opened up a 2.5 lead over Troy Thomas out of Boone, North Carolina. Curtis Acker back on the lead lap. Brandon Poffenbarger back on the lead lap. Still single file out, minding their own business here. Robbie Oates Jr. going back on the lead lap, getting his lap back the hard way. It's Cody Benelli trying to get one of his laps back. He is currently 1 lap down. Now, Cody Benelli would be the free pass if the caution were to come out right now. Barry Nelson going underneath, looking. Underneath Troy Thomas. Troy Thomas going to take the high line. They got plenty of room. They're Goodyear to Goodyear right now. Troy Thomas taking the outside, and he's going to bring the 4-car Dennis Kane right along with them. They're going to go, they thought about going 3 wide. Barry Nelson getting a little bit loose there in the 196 car. Troy Thomas going to the outside here. Steve Luttrell going to go by. Now have 11 cars. 11 cars on the lead lap. Cody Benelli on the lead lap. Now what's got to happen though, is right now Curtis Ecker, I believe, would be in on points. Cody Benelli's gotta get a voodoo doll or something. Dennis Kane going on pit road. Alex Teff still leading this one by 2.5 seconds over the Nitrous Cowboy Troy Thomas. As Dennis Kane's night just went from bad to worst. As it looks like Dennis Kane might be done. He is Dennis Kane going to win the race in the Beard stand, running only just 86 laps. For 84 laps. Here we are, lap number 89. We're getting down to the end of this one. Not missing anything up front. 2 seconds is what separates Troy Thomas and Alex Teff. Truce Hoke working on that interval. It's a 3-second interval back to Troy Thomas. As we're with lap number 90 of 140. Kirby Wainscott looking to make a battle out of this. Sean Dunaway would love to get back to the front right now. And Truce Hoke watching his mirror, watching that 10 car and the 01 car get a little bit bigger lap after lap. As we got a battle here between 2 teammates. Sean Dunaway going under the 10 car. Kirby knows he's not faster than the 10. He's going to let him go. And now Sean Dunaway has his sights set on the double nickel of Truce Hoke here on lap number 93. Lap number 92 right now. Sean Dunaway is going to go by Truce Hoke. Here he comes. He's marching his way to the front. And before green flag pit stops, Sean Dunaway had almost a 7-second lead. Truce Hoke going to pull the proverbial parachute and come down pit road. He was involved in that earlier incident. He is our pole sitter for the night. And he's going to come down. There he is. The left side go up. Alex Teff puts him a lap down. Barry Nelson still 2 laps down. Here comes Alex Teff on the pit road. He's going to pull the proverbial parachute. The question is, Troy Thomas going to come with him as he's got Sean Dunaway right to his inside. They are Goodyear to Goodyear momentarily. Sean Dunaway going back to the lead. On lap number 95, down the back straightaway. Troy Thomas is going to put it on pit road. Sean Dunaway back to the front here. It is now 2.5 seconds to Andrew Teff. There's the interval right there, lap number 96. 95 laps in the books. We're almost to the century mark. Andrew Teff in that number 98 car, making things happen. Troy Thomas finds himself a lap down. Dennis Kane officially wins the race at the beer stand. Working lap number 98-97 scored. Troy Thomas back in that 4th position. Truth Oak still a lap down. Troy Thomas 1 lap down. Almost to the century mark, working lap number 98-97 in the books. And Truth Hope sets the first sub 18-second lap here in the race with an 18.90. Cody Benelli looking to have a good night, and right now, if this race were to end right now, Curtis Ecker would get in on points. And we now have 41 laps to go. Almost down to 30 to go this time by. It'll be Sean Dunaway getting 30 laps to go. There he is, Lark working lap number 101, 30 to go here from Kern County. Andrew Tepp almost 3 seconds behind Sean Dunaway and Curtis Ecker looking to make a race out of it. This is right where Curtis Ecker needs to be at. He doesn't need to do anything egregious. He just needs to log laps and just be there at the end. We now have 39 to go. Lee Campbell under fire from, and that is Alex Taft. Lee Campbell still down. Well, he's currently, I stand corrected. Alex Taft's down a lap. Curtis Ecker is running 5th. With 38 laps to go. Three seconds is what separates Sean Dunaway and Andrew Taft. I mean, how cool it would be to have an all-chicken coop front row. Or an all-chicken coop podium, rather. Troy Thomas, Truth Hope still lapped down there in those respective cars. Kirby Wainscott going to come on pit road. We have 36 laps to go. There's the man of the hour with a 3-second lead is Sean Dunaway in that number 01 car, the Hello Kitty car. Driver out of parts unknown. Dave Kimmons showing crash. Do we have a caution? No, we don't. Let's see what happened to David Kimmons. The number 52 RC Cola. Now we have a yellow. And Dave Kimmons going to park it right there, maybe? Nope. Sean Dunaway goes by. We're following. And okay, nothing there under the second caution of the evening. Let's see what happened to Kirby Wainscott. Kirby Wainscott here in the 10 car running his outside line, and he's gonna get loose, and oof. He's gonna stand on the brakes and lock it down. As we have wholesale pit stops happening here. Kirby Wainscott gonna go down 1 lap. Troy Thomas, Truth Hope gonna stay out. Here comes the land rush off of pit road. Sean Dunaway gonna win the race off. So we are under caution now for the second time. Curtis Ecker there, Sean Dunaway ahead of the field here. So we're working lap number 111. 140, the lights are still on. Now they're off on the iRacing.com pace car. There's the field. We're going to come back to green. Lap number 112. And here we go. The iRacing.com pace car pulls off on the pit road, and we are green flag racing here on lap number 112 from Kern County. Andrew Tuff going to the outside for the lead. He's going to pull the power move. Down the back straightaway, does he have enough? Andrew Tuff got a great restart that time. He's Goodyear to Goodyear with his teammate. Curtis Ecker currently running third right now on lap 113. Alex still on the outside. And we're going to get all single filed out now. We now have 11 cars on the lead lap. Dave Kimmon's out. Dennis Kane's out. Both had fun meter respect. Sean Dunaway going to get a little bit loose. He's got to do something here. Curtis Ecker currently walking the other side. Yellow flag is out. Barry Nelson showing crashed here. And he's going to get on the apron. That car is going to get really upset here. And he's, oh, what a hard hit for Barry Nelson. And the 196 car, tough break. He's got that meatball flag. As he does have that race kit, that fast repair sitting in his back pocket. We got a few drivers going down pit road. We're going to get a hold of the number 8 car. For a quick chat. Sean Dunaway is Alan up in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, look, man. Here you are sitting third. You know, tied for the 12th and final playoff spot. What's it going to take to lock yourself in here tonight and get ready to go playoff racing?
Well, we definitely have a good car, so we definitely have a car to finish in the podium. So as long as we can keep it clean these last 20-some laps, I think we should be good.
Yeah, very good job here tonight. This track seems to fit your driving style. You know, here as you're getting ready to get lined up on the inside of row number 3, right next to Brandon Puffenberger. I mean, do you got anything for your Chicken Coop Racing teammates here as we get ready to go back to green flag here in a lap or so?
I definitely think I can keep up with them. I don't want to be too aggressive and end up making a mistake and costing myself. So that's my main train of thought right now.
Right now, you're tied with Cody Benelli for that 12th and final pit or playoff spot. Now, if you were to run third, if my math is correct, if you run third, you would at least point your way in.
Yeah, I just got to finish ahead of them.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
Hopefully. Thank you.
And that was the driver of the 8 car out of Chicken Coop Racing as we get ready to go back to green flag racing, and the lights are out on the speedway and on the iRacing.com pace car. Barry Nelson has had his fun meter pegged for tonight. Cody Benelli is currently running 4 positions behind Curtis Ecker as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Andrew Tuft on the button through the restart zone. We are off and away on lap 119. Andrew Tuft gets the pole shot. Curtis Ecker looks to the inside of his Chicken Coop Racing teammate, Sean Dunaway. As you heard him there before, he's got to win or point in tonight. Cody Benelli in a must-win situation right now is currently running 7th. Curtis Ecker battling for 2nd position here as we have 21 to go from Kern County Raceway. Sean Dunaway going to take over that 2nd spot. 20 laps to go. These are going to be 20 fast-paced laps. Sean Dunaway going to set the fastest lap of the race. What's an 18.86? Is he faster than Andrew Teff? Andrew Teff going to shut the door on his Chicken Coop Racing teammate. They come off turn number 4. That's going to be Andrew Teff with 19 laps to go. Sean Dunaway doing everything he can to get around his Chicken Coop Racing teammate. But here comes Curtis Ecker. Cody Benelli down to 9th as he's losing positions. He's trying to make some magic happen to no avail. Back to this battle up here in the front, 18 laps to go. Sean Dunaway driving the ever-bejeebus out of the race car. Trying to get around that number 98 car of Andrew Teff. Right now, Curtis Ecker doing exactly what he needs to do, and that's just to ride around here for these last 17 circuits to lock himself into the playoffs. Sean Dunaway looking to the inside of his teammate to try to make a move. Excuse me. 16 laps to go. 16 laps for Sean Dunaway to figure it out. He's going to look outside. Sean Dunaway with the Hello Kitty scheme. Going to the inside, almost overdriving at 15 laps to go. Sean Dunaway going to move to the outside. He's looking. Andrew Teff getting a better drive off the corner. And wow, Sean Dunaway just got a way better exit or entering. 14 laps to go for Sean Dunaway and Andrew Teff. Andrew Teff trying to hold off that number 01 car. And I'm betting dollars and donuts that these guys are, just racing their guts out right now. 13 to go for Andrew Teff. Here comes Curtis Ecker, though, in that number 8 car. Sean Dunaway still trying to make a race out of it. Still. Oh, boy. Yellow flag is out. Rob Yost Jr. showing crashed. Let's see what happened. Gets a little loose, and around he goes. Back out to the live picture here. 12 laps to go. Make that 11. We're going to come back to green flag with single-digit laps. Three cars out of the race. Dennis Kane wins the race at the beer stand. Dave Kimmons and Barry Nelson join him. Brandon Poffenbarger on pit road. Curtis Ecker continues to run third. If the race were to end right now, he would definitely be in the playoffs. Runaway Sean Dunaway is currently running second here. So we now have 10 laps to go. We're going to be down in single digits when we go green flag racing here in just a little bit. 10 laps to go, just 10 to go. Sean Dunaway got to have a good restart here. So we're going to cross the stripe at 9 laps. Go. The lights are out on the Speedway and the iRacing.com pace car. So we get ready to go back to green flag racing here. We're going to come back to green with 8 laps to go. It's going to be an 8-lap dash to the end. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. This one's about to get good. I mean, out of short track racing, you know, I would bet that this is the most fun to watch a race at right now. As we get ready to come back to green flag racing with 8 laps to go. Andrew Tuft on the button, and we are back to green flag racing. 8 laps to go. It's an 8-lap dash. We are down to a heat race right now as Sean Dunaway working the outside. He's trying to bring Curtis Ecker right along with him. Andrew Tuft to the inside. Sean Dunaway trying to pull the power move. Can't quite get him clear. He's got to run. 7 laps to go. Andrew Tuft, Sean Dunaway, good year to good year. Curtis Ecker continues. Here comes Truth Hope. Where did he come from? He's solidly in the top 5, 6 laps to go. Here comes Andrew Tuft out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Curtis Ecker in danger, bumping himself off the podium. 5 flanges, 5 laps to go. 5 flanges in the air for Andrew Tuft. As Alex Tuft going for the spin cycle. Oh no, please stay green. Alex Tuft going to keep it pointed in the right direction right now. This is a great battle here with 4 laps to go. Andrew Tuft, Sean Dunaway throwing haymakers. Sean Dunaway getting ready to throw the Hail Mary. Curtis Ecker falling out of the top 5. Stephen Luttrell on the 3rd and final step of the podium. 3 laps to go as they come down that back straightaway. Sean Dunaway got to catch the wall. That might have hurt his car and his chances to win this race. As Andrew Tuft going to come out of Fort, popsicle sticks are in the air. It is now a half-second lead over Sean Dunaway. Down the back straightaway one more time. Andrew Tuft out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island, the points leader here tonight. Popsicle sticks go down the right. Fight comes out. We're racing back to Checkered. Curtis Ecker in the top 5 here tonight. Cody Benelli will finish 2 spots behind here in 7th place. Out of turn number 4 out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Andrew Tuft will win here at Kern County with Sean Dunaway finishing 2nd, and Troy Thomas on the bottom step of the podium. What a race there we just saw with 8 laps to go. We knew it was going to be a barn burner. We just absolutely knew. Andrew Tuft getting ready to burn it down. There he goes. He's going to do his victory donuts. And he is literally burning it down. Wow. As these drivers get ready to mosey on up to the broadcasting green room. Andrew Tuft going with the Polish victory lap. This is a huge win for Andrew Tuft and that number 98 car. as Chicken Coop Racing finishes 1-2 tonight, with Andrew Tuft finishing first. And Sean Dunaway, I mean, you can't get any better than that. Well, it looks like we got our top three up there in the waiting room. Let's have a chat with the man of the hour. Climbing out of the race car, Andrew Tuft, your winner here tonight. Andrew, take us through that race and what it took to defend off Sean Dunaway.
Something. I thought I gave it away getting tangled up with that lap car, and the yellow came out and kind of changed the whole situation. And yeah, it was a lot of fun racing with Sean. I want to thank him for racing me clean there. I'm sure that was a heck of a show. Once I got control of the restarts, it was a little bit easier, but yeah, it was the restarts were tough because you could start in either second or third, and they were about even. So I was using second to try to be aggressive and get the most out of it, hoping I wouldn't spin the tires, and I did a little bit, but I was able to pull it off. Just yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Look, man, watching you restart against Sean Dunaway tonight was like almost watching Ron Hornaday. You just figured out these restarts and what you needed to get that better entry into the corner than Sean. But I feel like all night you had a way better exit, and I would suspect that you would agree with that.
Yeah, I was trying to be really patient in the center. It was really easy to get back in the gas too soon and just start pushing off the corners and burning off the right front. So my car was coming on maybe about after 40, 50 laps or something, so it was taking a while. But and when that yellow came out, I knew it was going to be, on the shorter side of a run, so wasn't sure how that would go. But very glad I won that battle on the top there to get control of the restart zone, and yeah, I'm kind of speechless.
Well, look, man, before we get you out of here, who do you want to thank and who helped you get it done here on this number 98 car?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for helping out in the booth over at Sim Racing Media. I want to thank our service men and women. Before I forget, I want to wish my sister Andalyn a happy birthday. And I want to thank everybody that tunes in to watch, shows up to race, friends, family, team, and especially Sean there for racing me clean, because he could have easily run me off the track or something. So just nice to race around guys like that.
Awesome job. Well, once again, congratulations on winning tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free right on our YouTube channel homepage. We're trying to get to 1,000, and I think we're just crossed over 700 or so. So everybody helps. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a great night. And that was the voice of Andrew Tuft. Next up into the broadcast booth, this man needs no introduction, as we have Sean Dunaway. Sean, it's Alan up in the SR booth. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Hey, look, man, I don't think the kitty cats try to ruin your race tonight, but, I mean, opportunity after opportunity to give Andrew Tuft the chrome horn, and, it looks like you guys are about neck and neck on restarts.
Yeah, for sure. I felt pretty dominant during the long run there. Definitely found a lot of speed throughout that process. Unfortunately, that late race caution came out. Had to start driving it differently to be a little faster. But it wasn't working out for me. Andrew figured it out before I could. Unfortunately, took the lead, and yeah, nothing I could do from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now we head to the first race of the playoffs. What's your mindset as we start going into the chase?
Yeah, a lot of the races have felt very good this season. So, just having that same feeling throughout each race, I think, is going to be pretty beneficial for me here. And yeah, we just got to be in the winning mindset now. got to at least win one or two here. So hopefully I can make that happen here.
Awesome job. Before we get you out of here, who do you want to thank and who helped you get it done here on the 0-1 car?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for always watching, and like you said, my cats for not ruining my race tonight.
Awesome job. Good. Have a great night. We'll see you on the next one.
Yep, see ya.
And that was the voice of Sean Dunaway. Next up into the broadcast booth, last but certainly not least, Troy Thomas out of Boone, North Carolina. Troy, how was your race and what more could you needed out of the car to get by Andrew and Sean?
I probably needed about 3 to 4 more laps. They're at the end with them fresh tires. I didn't took a gamble on it and it paid off. I just got to apologize to Steven for bumping him there, so I didn't mean to do that.
I mean, look, in short track racing, you're going to rough some guys up, but nonetheless, you know, you played the patient game as you always do, and it seemed to work out for you. But now you're solidly in the playoffs. Next week we go playoff racing. What's that mindset going to be like as we, work through the playoffs?
Well, it's a season reset basically, so everybody start from scratch. So we just take it race by race and hope we get the best we can, week in and week out, to bring home a championship.
Awesome stuff. Well, before we get you out of here, Troy, who do you want to thank and who helped you get it done on that number 3 car?
You for broadcasting SRM, for bringing the races to us every Wednesday night. Andrew for all he does in Racers Elite and other series he's got going on. My wife for letting me do this week in and week out. And my teammates, Truth, yourself, Lee, Jesse, who hope he's watching. And just everybody's watching us. Just continue your support.
Awesome stuff. Well, congratulations on getting the podium, and go celebrate that win or that third place podium, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, man.
Yep, and that was the voice of Troy Thomas. Before we get out of here tonight, let's go over those final results from the Kern County Raceway. As we heard from the top 3, Truth Hook going to bring it home 4th. Curtis Egger going to bring it home 5th. Lee Campbell going to finish 6th. Cody Benelli finishing 7th. 8th will go to Kirby Wainscott. 9th will be Rob Yost Jr. Stephen Luttrell will leave Kern County with a top 10, while Alex Steps will leave Kern County finishing 11th. Brandon Puffenbarger puts it on the hauler early. Barry Nelson finishes 13th. Dave Kimman finishes 14th, and Dennis Kane finishes 15th and wins that race to the beer stand. Want to thank everybody for joining us here on Sim Racing Media on the Facebook side and the Racers Elite Network on the YouTube side. And as you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in track with everybody. And have a good night.